Hey, welcome back to the Wholesome Feed. Today I'm going to answer a question that I get all the time in the comments, all the time. What is my potty training routine with my 3-year-old? So my son is 3 and he is high needs and he has some delays and he has SPD, which is sensory processing disorder. I mean, for me, that just sounds like uber toddler. So he's an uber toddler. He fights things a lot and he loves his routine, although it does go a little more than that. And he has seen, lots of great, wonderful occupational therapists and speech therapists, and he's got a great teacher that works with him, and he's been getting help on all of his things for the last, last year and a half? And which was when his pediatrician decided that we should. Well, he didn't decide. I kind of wrangled his arm and told us, I think he should get some speech therapy. And the pediatrician was like, okay. So I had to say it several times on different occasions, but you finally get him. So that does affect his potty training. And I know that I see a lot of very rude comments about him still being in the diaper. You don't know any child's situation. You should never shame a child or a parent for potty training. It happens naturally at very different ages for everyone, whether they have high needs or processing disorders, or they're just completely typical kid and they're just taking some time to potty train. A lot of boys and girls, but a lot of boys especially, potty train a little bit later, and it can be a little bit longer for them. My son is still fighting potty training. So for the last solid year, we've been really doing the potty training. I tried before then and he was clearly not ready, so I waited. And so part of my routine is I've let him pick out his special wonderful underwear that have trains or construction trucks on them. He has a little tub of little miniature M&Ms, and he gets a little potty present. So he gets a little M&M if he goes on the potty, a little reward, which lots of parents had suggested to me, and that has been very successful. And he's got, potty insert chairs upstairs and downstairs so he can get to them really easily. And every time we change the diaper, we say, hey, should we go sit on the potty? Every time we get out of the bath, we say, hey, let's get on the potty. If he's been in his diaper for about half an hour, I'll say, hey, would you like to be a big boy and be on the potty? Do you want to go sit? Should we try? He sits on the potty. I read to him a little bit from a book to help him sit there and calm down because he has problems sitting still, and that really helps him be able to sit there. We talk about relaxing, and just letting yourself go potty. And I have talked to the people that work with him and his lovely teachers and his lovely speech therapist that he had last year and his pediatrician on multiple occasions. And they've all said that when he is ready, he will absolutely, potty train. All kids do. And I agree with this 100%. You shouldn't push a child into it. It becomes a really negative feedback loop. It really prolongs it and it makes it a negative experience, an association for them, which is horrible. You don't want to do that as a parent. So no, you can't just force your child to potty train. We've tried that 3-day weekend thing where, he doesn't have a diaper on, and we sit around and we go on the potty all the time, and he's just not there yet because he just will go have a lot of accidents and be really upset about it still, and he's just not ready yet. That brain to bowel kind of connection isn't there yet to where he can really be like, oh, I am definitely going. It's starting to be. I can see that really recently, but it's not there yet. So if you are a parent with a child that is just taking their time to potty train, I know firsthand I have gotten so much mommy shaming over it, mainly on the internet, but also in person. Oh, is your kid going to be potty trained? Oh, is your kid going to be potty trained? And you can't beat them into being potty trained. I can't believe people make that suggestion. That's so horrific to me that anyone would hurt a child over potty training. Jesus. You can't just take away their diapers. We do talk about, sometimes the diapers are going to go away and we're going to try to be just in our big boy undies. And he'll try that and he's just not ready. He really wants his diapers back. He'll cry. And then we go, okay, we'll still do diapers. But we talk about it. I have a conversation with him, and he's very intelligent, as all toddlers are, and understands. And he can communicate enough to be able to articulate that he's not ready for that. When he is, he'll be excited to do that. Excuse me. And I think that if you are feeling shamed, absolutely, you can give full sass to anybody that parent shames you for your child still being in diapers. Nobody knows the case of why any child is in diapers. That is awesome if your child potty trained at a year all on their own, handed you back their diapers and went, Mommy, I'm all done. That is good for you. That's awesome. But that's not every child. And, part of gentle parenting is being respectful. And fundamentally, that is about, their bowel movements, right? You got to be respectful. When they're ready, they're ready. So that's kind of my potty training update, because I know that I get asked this question all the time, and I thought I'd clear it up. He doesn't like to have his diaper changed, and so we've really been working on positive reinforcement, and he's finally there. Well, he's finally, for the first time in his life, started asking to have his diaper changed as soon as he goes potty, which is incredible, because that has been so many tears and, fights is the wrong word, but just struggle. It's been such a struggle to get there. And so that's wonderful, because that's starting to associate, let's get out of this dirty thing. But it still takes a lot of talking through, like, okay, let's do the diaper change. Come on, let's do this. Because he just wants to be around, going in his diaper, being busy. He doesn't want to get his diaper changed. So that's always a stressor, when we're like, okay, we've got to change this. And I've tried to calm down and just be like, it's cool. Let's just go change the diaper. And if he really refuses, we wait another 5 minutes and I ask again. And it's not easy. Potty training is hard for everybody. But I thought that I would kind of clear up all these questions. And, show kindness. I am disappointed in some human beings that they say mean things about a toddler who is high needs in his diaper. He's doing the very best he can, and he is doing so well. He's progressing so wonderfully. He is this wonderful, bright boy that is just too busy to be potty trained yet, because that takes time. And he doesn't want to sit on the potty, so he'll get there when he's ready. And I quote these experts, teachers and speech therapists and pediatricians, because I feel like it can be helpful to have reinforcement on that, and parents can feel good if they have professionals that are on their side. And I have never had one negative comment from any professional about his potty training. They've all said that we're doing the exact right things, that the time will come, and you just gotta wait for it to work. And I think that's really lovely. So know that if you're getting potty training shamed, it's probably from parents that don't have a clue. So just don't pay them any mind, or give them all the sass on the universe. I do like to give a little sass sometimes. Oh, parenting. It's hard. Don't parent shame anybody for anything. I think that's one of the best lessons ever. You just never know. And, it doesn't even matter what the story is. Just let everybody do their own parenting thing. As long as they're being kind and loving to their children, and their children are being kind and loving back, that's a good day, I think. So feel free to ask me in the comments if you have any more potty training questions. I can go into more detail about our potty training routine for high needs children, because I know I belong to some other high needs parenting groups, and it can be rough to potty train them, but it's totally doable. He's still breastfeeding throughout the day and night, and that also affects potty training, because it does loosen stool and everything. So feel free to ask your questions if you are doing full-term breastfeeding, or if you have a high needs child. I am happy to help. I'm happy to be a shoulder to lean on and be like, whew, tough day. Tough day, I agree. It's part of why I do the channel. So until next time, feel free, check out Patreon, follow me on Instagram, and if you haven't already, check out my books on Amazon. They're in the links in the description box. I love you all. You are doing a great job being parents. I am proud of you. In case nobody else has said that today, good job. Take a breath. You're a good mommy or daddy. Until next time.